the girl dance. No creeping allowed, though, you just get a glance. Don't try to swing game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a soul flow from a distance, but give us some space, son, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Mollick.
And I'm Randy Silvis, and welcome back to part 2 of the Slotrods preseason special.
Last time we raced 20 cars down to 2 groups, a top 10 and a bottom 10, and these cars rounded out the bottom 10.
Now, we're going to race them down to 2 cars, and they will be added to the 10 winners. And we will have call-outs between those 12 cars to establish a new top 10.
Round 1 of our bottom 10 will be Cannonball versus Damien, Triton versus Bumblebee, Big Red versus Kelly's Corvair, the Bird versus Valentine 2, and the Duster versus the Blatzmobile.
So on with our first race. The Pinto known as Damien versus Keith Bean in the Cannonball.
Cannonball got a jump on him by a car length before that Pinto even moved.
And the Cannonball lives on into the next round. Next up, the Bumblebee versus Xavier's 1932 Ford called the Triton.
Left lane, a bumper.
That's a pretty good eye on Keith, because I can't tell by the video.
Let's check that out in slow motion.
We left the line together, but I got about a half a car length ahead of him and then just kept it for the rest of the race.
And the Bumblebee moves on to the next round.
Race number 3 will be between my 67 Dodge Coronet called Big Red and Kelly Calkins and her Corvair.
Woohoo! She had you at the starting line.
Doesn't matter anyhow, because I never had a chance for a win, but I crossed the center line before the finish line.
That sends Kelly on to round 2.
For our next race, Kelly Calkins will be driving again in her 1954 Chevy panel wagon called Valentine 2 versus Keith Bean in the Bird.
Oh, Kelly got to jump on him by a fender. Yeah, but Keith come around her at the finish line.
And Keith will be moving on. And speaking of moving on, he'll be moving on to the next race, racing again, pitting his Duster against my Blatzmobile.
The Duster was definitely the fastest car off the line, but at the 300-foot mark, it was all Corvette. And the Blatzmobile wins the last race of the first round.
So our round 1 winners have drawn cars to see who they're going to race. And we're going to have the Cannonball versus Kelly's Corvair, and the Bird versus the Bumblebee, and the Blatzmobile got the bye.
First up, we got Kelly's Corvair versus the Cannonball.
Cannonball was the first out, and the first across the finish line.
You can see in slow motion, the Cannonball crossed the center line, but not till after the finish line.
So it didn't cost him the win.
Okay.
Ouch!
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
That brings us to round 3. The Cannonball drew the bye, and he gets to move on to be in the top 12. Winner of this race gets to join it.
The Blatzmobile and the Bird. Winner moves on.
Looks like you were out on him from the start. Looks like the Bird got beat. I guess that takes your new sponsor to the next round.
When you're so broke and thirsty that simply any beer will do.
Blatz!
Keith and I flipped a coin for position for 11 and 12, and there you have it.
Well, that wraps things up for our preseason special.
On our Season 2 opener, later in September, we'll pick up where we're leaving you today.
So until we meet again, I'm Randy Silvas.
And I'm Tony Malik, and we'll see you in Season 2 of Slotrods.
The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No sleeping allowed, though, you just get a glance. Don't try to swim game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch a show blow from a distance, but give her some space on, let the girl dance.